to the Home Stitchery Decor channel. Let's see if I can get you guys positioned here a little bit better here. And we're going to make a bunch of sewing kits today. Hopefully you guys can see kind of what's happening, what's going on. Let's turn that light off. Does that help? Not really. It does not help. A couple of things going on. Hi, I haven't been here for a while, but it's almost time for markets. So we're back. We're doing some stuff. What can we see here? I'm going to bring you guys up on my channel. Who have we got here today? Hi, it's Jolene. I'm from Home Stitchery Decor. And today I'm going to make sewing kits for my Christmas markets. We've got a huge members only addition to the gift pack that we have going on the channel today. And we've got Accuquilt. So if you've never worked with Accuquilt, I'm going to show you how to do that. Might have to move the camera around a little bit. I'm just bringing you up on my big screen TV here so I can see the comments as they come in. And yes, we can see a little bit, but not too much. So I might have to move you guys around a little bit as we do this. I wish they would make it the screen wider on these lives, but they don't. So we're going to have to move around a little bit. Hi, Nancy. Oh, goodness. Okay. Hey, it's been a hot minute since I've been on here. Let's try this light again. Does that work better? Yeah, that's much better. And it's been super busy. I have markets starting next week. So today, my goal is to make like 100 sewing kits. Wish me luck. Wish me luck. Wish me luck. Okay. So first off, the sewing kits that you're going to see me come in and out of the camera because this stupid thing won't go wide enough. We're going to make oven mitt sewing kits, basically oven mitt sewing kits. So we have to have a few different pieces to get this going. And then I've got stocking sewing kits, and I've got soup bowl cozy sewing kits as well that I'm going to make for my Christmas market. So if you're new here, hi, I'm Jolene. I'm from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. I own Home Stitchery Decor, and I have this big YouTube channel. We're building this huge membership. Next week, I'm going to start my Christmas market season. So I make piles and piles and piles of stuff, and I take it off to the Christmas market, and I teach everybody what I do here on my YouTube channel to try to encourage people to start their own businesses and all the things, and learn some sewing stuff as we're going along. Okay, so for the oven mitts, we need some pieces to the oven mitts. Hi, Colton. Hi, Isra. So we've got, this is called Insulbrite, and I have a huge roll of it right here. And we've got the Pellon. I'm going to use the, which batting? Wrap and Zap batting. So that's 100% cotton batting. We're also going to need a lining fabric. So I've just got some cotton muslin. We're going to make some sewing kits here, Colton. That's what we're doing. And I'm going to take them to my Christmas markets. And then we're going to need some fabric for these as well. And I haven't cut anything else out except for, like I haven't cut any of the pretty fabric out, and I need to cut some of the Insulbrite here too. So I'm going to show you guys how to cut it. And I'm also going to show you my Accuquilt machine. Stay with us today because we've got a huge, like the biggest thing I've added to the members only gift prize is going to go in here in a little bit. So once we get enough people on here, we're going to show you what the members only gift prize is. And if you want to join the channel, you can join the channel and get your name in on that. Okay, so I might have to move my camera around because it doesn't go widescreen. It's not wide enough, but hopefully you guys can see a little bit. I can see myself on my TV. Hi, Dylan, Dragon Lady. Hello, hello. Okay, so I bought a ginormous bolt of Insulbrite batting. I have commercial accounts, so don't judge me. I started with nothing. But basically it looks like this is what the packaging comes with it. And it has all the instructions to make an oven mitt. However, this oven mitt that they have here, I don't know why they would do that. but I'll put my hand on it so you guys can see. It is like teeny tiny. I do not have abnormally big hands. Why they couldn't print an oven mitt that would actually work, I don't know. So if you're buying the Insulbright like that and you want to cut your own out, that oven mitt is not going to be big enough. I guess you could photocopy it and then upscale it, like upsize it. But I'm going to use my Accuquilt studio machine, which looks like this. And I have the die for it. So I'm going to cut mine out with this die. So this is from Accuquilt. The link for Accuquilt is in the video description. You will need to have the long tray. I actually should have the long plastic underneath here, but I don't even own the long plastic. So the one that goes in the smaller tray works. And you need that's the adapter kit. And then you need the oven mitt die here as well. So that's what you need. So if you're just buying Insulbright, you can try to trace this and make it bigger, but otherwise you have to do it that way. Okay, so I know with the studio machine that I need to cut off the roll of batting at 14.5 inches. And I know this because I did it earlier today and I wrote down the measurement. So if you're buying it, excuse me, this stuff's going to make me cough. If you're buying it by the bolt, and it's however wide this would be now, it's almost 23 inches when you buy it on the bolt. You need to cut it lengthwise at 14.5 inches, and then we're going to fold it in half and take it over to the studio machine. And we'll be able to cut two like sides of the oven mitt out at once. So this 14.5 looks like this. And I'm sorry I don't have enough room to keep my camera moving around. So we'll just spin it this way, and now you guys can see the Accuquilt. I wish it would go wider screen on a live, or like the lives go vertical instead of horizontal, but it doesn't. Okay, so fold it in half. You're going to have a tiny bit of waste, but not too bad. And lay it down on the machine. I've got the manual machine here. You also need the plastic for the top of it. I put all the links in the video descriptions that you guys need for this project. And I'm an affiliate for stuff, so if you shop through links, I do get income from that. So thanks very much for doing it. That's my disclaimer. But I teach you everything I do here on my channel. So shopping through a link is a way for me to get paid, which is awesome. And I can't make this stuff for everybody. I always say that. So it's a great way for me to give back. And that's what they look like. So that's the 2 layers of Insulbright that we're going to need. And I might just cut out like a couple more of those. We'll move the camera a little bit. We'll cut out a couple more just so I can get going. I would like to have like 4, if I'm going to do a color, I want to do it in 4, like I would like to have 4 of them before I put it on my website. Before I take a picture of it and bother doing the listing, I would like to have 4 of them. And then ideally, I should cut a couple of more as well. And that way, if I do find time to sew these, I've got them cut for me. So 14.5. 14.5. What's everybody up to today? I haven't been on here since last Friday. I'm in huge, like, market prep mode. It's the last week I have before Christmas markets. My pack-in is on Wednesday next week. So let's do 2 for me as well, and then we'll get a color going here. Get a color going. I didn't even announce I was going to go live today. It was just... It's been such a busy week, like crazy busy, trying to get all this stuff done. If In a minute here, if anybody wants a tour of the studio on the other side here of what all I'm taking to the Christmas markets, just leave a comment here and we'll take you for a quick little tour here today as well. Because it does change by the day at this point. So 14.5. I do have a tutorial for the oven mitt on my channel already. So if you want to learn how to make the oven mitt, it doesn't matter if you have the die. I should recycle this. I'm going to toss this over here just so I can recycle it. I don't want to throw that just straight into the garbage because it is paper. So I do have the complete tutorial for the oven mitt on the channel. I should have put that link in the video description as well, but I didn't. Okay, we're going to move this and we're going to cut out a bunch of these. Now, I like the Accuquilt Studio hand crank one just because of the volume that I'm doing, but Accuquilt has tons and tons of dies for the home quilter as well. You don't need to have the studio version. Oh gosh, I'm knocking things down here. But the studio version does cut more layers of fabric. All right, now you guys are getting my backside, but this is how we roll it through. I don't know of a quicker, more efficient way of cutting out fabric that gives you a consistent finish every time. So you get consistency with Accuquilt. So that's the biggest bonus with that. And again, bring it up to the top. We do have a little bit of waste with this. I don't know another way of doing it really that you wouldn't get a little bit of waste. You got to make sure this is centered to it or it won't go through the machine. So you're getting a little bit of me just working in my studio today. And kind of apologies for that, but this is reality of life right now. Hello, Kat. Kat, I have been busy. It has been a crazy, crazy, crazy week. But I've got a lot done. I'm feeling really good about what I'm going into my Christmas markets with. And all of my stuff is handmade, so it is quite, you know, like I'm the one responsible for it. I'm the one doing the work. So if I don't get the work done, I don't make the money. Okay, Kat, I'm showing off the Accuquilt Studio cutting machine today with the oven mitt. We're going to do the members only prize pack here. We got something huge to add to it today. So there's the oven mitts with the Insul Bright is one of the layers that I'm going to use. So we'll cut out one more layer of this. And then I'm going to pick a color. And cut out the actual fabric for these. I'm hoping to, by the end of today, well, the plan is, I'm not hoping, I'm just, you know what, I'm just going to do it. I'm going to have 100 sewing kits by the end of the day done up, like before I go to bed tonight. So I'm just cutting them today. I'm not going to sew them, but there is the oven mitt tutorial live on my channel as well. Actually, it's not even a live. It's an oven mitt tutorial. So there was, it's in the chicken section. So if you Google chicken oven mitt tutorial, you should be able to find it on my channel here. I am cutting sewing kits out. So for this one, we need Insul Bright. We need cotton muslin, which I already cut out this stuff. Then we need, I'm using Wrap and Zap batting. And then we're going to actually cut out some fabric here. So we'll come this way and put the Insul Bright down for a minute. And we're going to grab some quilt fabric here. So for the oven mitts, they're going to look like this when you're done. They're going to look like this when you're done. So you know what? I guess you could use, maybe I shouldn't have done that. You could use the cotton muslin, or you could use quilt cotton on the inside, which is what I did for this one. And then you need a trim for the edge of it. And you need a trim for like a little loop here as well. Yeah, I don't play around with my stuff ever. I don't play around. So, and I've got a chicken one here done as well because it was in the other video tutorial. If you guys haven't been here before, this is the side that I sell on, way over here where you probably can't see me in the video right now. And it is absolutely stuffed full right now. Squishing, and we're squishing. And then this is, oh yeah, this one I did with cotton muslin. And this is the actual tutorial that's on the channel. And then it's got, of course, the coordinating fabric and the little loop here as well. So a couple of different ways to do it. So I will do, I'm going to use this cotton muslin because I already cut it. All right. So what I'm going to do is I want the same color for the outside, and then I'm going to have a trim. So I'm just going to, I guess, get going, right? Like the only way to eat an elephant, one bite at a time. And I want to get 100 sewing kits assembled today. Eesh. All right, so we're going to do this. We're going to do 14 and a half. There's a couple. 14 and a half and 14 and a half would be 29, right? Can I get a 29 cut without moving my fabric? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. No, 15 and a half. Comes back up here to 28. So I might be able to get 2 cuts here without moving my fabric. And then I'm going to do them opposing colors. And essentially you need to have like the, what would they call that? Gosh, I am tired today. Binding. Jesus. Holy moly. Holy moly. You need to have binding, and you need to have enough to have a loop. So I'm going to put a 2.5 strip of binding in with the kits as well. So I'll do some of this stuff live here today and get everything sorted out while we are live. And then after I'm done the live, I'll just like mass produce what I need to do. But I haven't been on here for a while, since last week, and I like it here, so I wanted to get back on. Okay, so before we cut those out, I want to go over the members only portion of the channel for all the people that are new here. Hi, everyone. I'm Jolene. I'm from Stitchery Decor. I'm from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. So we have a members only portion of the channel, and right now we have, what did we figure out? It was like at $585. For the members only giveaway. You have to be a paid member of the channel to get your name in on this giveaway. It's $2 a month. There's a join button at the top of your screen. You can join from the link in the video description, or you can go back to my main channel page. Just find the icon where it says Home Stitchery Decor. Go back to the main icon and hit join from there. So we do lives, we do giveaways, we do all kinds of tutorials. You can ask me anything about my business because I don't care. I can't make this stuff for everybody. I don't want to. I would rather have a massive community on YouTube and meet some really cool people. And so far we're sitting at 31 members. Cha-cha-cha. So when we reach 150 paid members of the channel, we're going to do this massive giveaway, and we're going to give one of those lucky members this huge prize pack. and you have to give me your address and I'm going to mail it off to you. So not only do you get the tutorials, you get early access to my content, you get members only giveaways, you get members only discounts on my digital products, and basically you can hang out with us and do cool things. So we're at 31 members, and I don't know what that is. Add a question and answer sticker. I don't know why they're telling me to do that. Okay, and I'm going to add something really huge, massive, to this giveaway right now. So far in the pile, we have Super Cozy sewing kits, which look like these. You have to sew them yourself, but there's a tutorial here on my channel for that, and I've cut them out with this Accuquilt Studio machine. So you're going to get a set of 4 unsewn Super Cozies. You're going to get a 9-pack of my reindeer Christmas ornaments. If you want to purchase these designs for yourself, you can use the code YT Reindeer. On my site, just look for SVGs, download the reindeer ornaments, and make them yourself. But you're going to get a set of 9 completed ones. You're going to get 2 Christmas cards. So we put these in last week. These designs aren't up on my site yet, but they will be pretty soon, one day soon, and you'll be able to buy them there. So you'll get a set of 2 Christmas cards. You're going to get 2 Christmas tea towels. We did a live for each one of these. You can go back and watch the lives. And these are pretty interactive lives where everybody kind of helps pick out what we're going to do. You're going to get a floral coral pillow sham. So again, we did a live for that. It's fits a 20-inch insert. You receive 2 packs of fridge magnets, 1 in Robert Kaufman Christmas fabric and 1 in black and white fabric. You will also receive a set of 2 reversible Robert Kaufman placemats, Christmas placemats. Da-da-da. And those were fun to make, actually. I really enjoyed those. One of my best sellers. You're going to receive a copy of my book, which is From Zero to YouTuber. I put a link in the video description for anybody that just wants to buy it. If you want to do what I do, go ahead and grab this book. It's on Amazon. It'll ship directly to your house, and it's going to teach you exactly what I do. Don't worry, I don't tell my story or anything like that. I just teach you how to do it. Then you're going to receive the fabric tube maker, which is by Clover, and you're going to need it to sew your own jelly roll rug. And you will also receive this 20 strip jelly roll rug. So that is what's in the gift pack. I feel like I'm a little too dark there. That's better. What's in the gift pack so far. Then I was cleaning up some stuff and realized I had something extra. And so today, we're going to add the Accuquilt Studio Die stocking die. So this is, I should look up how much this is worth. Let's just go to Accuquilt. I think it's $2.25 Canadian. Accuquilt. You need this die to make the Christmas stockings. I'm going to show you how to assemble the kits here. And I actually have a tutorial on the how to make the stocking as well on the channel, which I did last year. And it's a lined tutorial with fur trim, which I thought was awesome because I could not find it anywhere myself. It's $250. So we're adding, hitching up my britches here, people. We're adding the Accuquilt stocking die to the gift pack. So if you have an Accuquilt machine, you're going to want this. And if you don't have the Accuquilt cutting machine, you're going to want one after you win this die. So you could start your whole Christmas market business just making Christmas stockings. This is the die. You need to do it. And I have a tutorial on my channel for that. So we were at what were we at? Kat, help me out. $585. $585 plus $250. We're now at $835 in that gift pack. So you have to be a paid channel member in order to get your name in on that draw. We're sitting at 31 members right now. When we reach 150 paid members of the channel, that will trigger the draw. Hi, Debbie. So if you want to get in on that, what did we say it was? Somebody remind me. I just had my calculator out. 835. I should write that down, shouldn't I? Somewhere so I don't have to keep adding it up. 835. 835. It's on my board now. Can't forget it now. $835 dollar giveaway. And it's $2 a month to join the channel. And you have, oh, the die just fell on the floor. You have a 1 in 150 chance of winning that, because if you're not one of the first 150 members of the channel, your name will not be entered into that draw. So the second we hit 150 paid members, we will do that draw, and I'm able to count back. That is exciting, isn't it? Yay! I'm excited for everybody. That it's gonna be like the crafting gift prize to end all crafting gift prizes. So now I'm gonna do it in an imposing gray, and we'll cut a couple of these. 28 we said. No, that can't be right, can it? Hang on. It's got to be 29. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and a half. It has to be 29. So that other one I cut wrong. Well, we'll just cut it again. And then we're going to do a couple at 2.5. So we've got some binding strips for these kits. And I'm just going to kind of measure. They might get the whole length. They might get shorted on it. Like if I needed to cut it shorter. Okay, good prize deal. Anybody have any questions about that? How to join, anything like that? Let us know in the comment section. All right, now we're going to cut a couple of these with the Accuquilt machine. So we'll spin the camera. I'm so sorry, you guys. It is so tight in here right now. So tight in this studio right now. After I'm done cutting these, I'll take you on a little tour of what I'm taking to the Christmas market. I've got a whole bunch of new products there that I've made this last week. The piles are getting bigger. And today I'm going to make 100 sewing kits before I go to bed tonight. Get them all packaged up with a label on them. And here's the trick with my sewing kits is, yes, I'm going to the Christmas market. Yes, I sell finished products. But I also am growing my YouTube channel. So there are going to be people that want to make their own crafts. And there's people that want to buy their finished crafts from me. So I'm tapping into both markets because some people really want to buy the sewing kits themselves. So I sell the sewing kits and then I refer people back to my YouTube channel. So all my sewing kits are going to have a QR code on them that tell them which video to go watch. And hopefully that will get me more subscribers to my YouTube channel and more people coming back to buy things like fabric, that kind of stuff. So I don't see a problem with teaching people what to do, because if they want to learn how to do it, they're going to learn anyway. So why not have them learn from me? Thoughts on that? Anybody have some thoughts? Want to chat it out? Some of my girls that are always watching the channel here. So this one, I should be able to get 4 layers out at a time. So I folded it in half and then half again, essentially, because it comes off the bolt 2 layers thick, and then I folded it in half. And it should come out pretty smooth. And because I have this Accuquilt machine, once I get going here and cutting stuff, it is going to go pretty easy. Now, I also have a little bit of leftover fabric here from how this gets cut out. Now, I'm not going to toss out this big chunk of fabric because I can make my Christmas my fridge magnets with it. And if you haven't seen my fridge magnets, I can show you. Just pardon me, I'll grab a random pack so you can see. I need 2¼ inch pieces of fabric for the magnets. So there's 6 in this pack. This fabric's going to work perfectly for that. So I'm going to reserve the fabric. I'm not going to toss that. And now I have the perfectly cut out oven mitts as well. So cut out a couple of those. The lighter piece, I should be able to cut the one that I cut at 14.5. The other one I'll have to recut, but that's okay. I've kind of saved these for this week as well. I'll show you here in a second. We'll take a little tour around the selling side, just how much stuff I have in here. So I'm kind of, well, I'm not kind of, I'm finishing my projects based on how much space I have left over places. So I can get packed in here and not have, you know, me tripping on stuff repeatedly. So we're getting to the end of what I'm going to be able to produce. I need to pack in on Wednesday. So there's another part of the oven mitt. All right, let's take a little tour here and then we'll assemble a kit. You guys are going to go for a walk. 62 people, my goodness. 62 people. We've got a gift draw if you're a paid member of the channel. That's at $835. Okay, so this is the selling side of my studio. There's the door to which I actually get in here, which is kind of crazy. But it starts here on this cupboard. I've got it chocked full of soup bowl cozies, and this little cupboard is going to come with me. I've got bins and bins of my embroidered reindeer ornaments. These all need to have a tag put on them and some little threads trimmed. But I actually do that while I'm at the market. And then, so just in this corner, we've got the Christmas section here. So it goes all the way to the ceiling. Pillows, dish drying mats, placemats, my book, mouse pads, soup bowl cozies, tea towels, etc. And you're not going to believe, but this is how packed in I am now. I don't know if you guys remember if you were here last week, but it wasn't quite this bad. So I've had to move this whole line of racks inward so I can fit those other shelves on the other side. And then we've basically got stands, and they all have mix and match products on them. It's all the same products on repeat, just done in different colors. So it starts with, we've got cards, fridge magnets, reindeer Christmas ornaments. Then we've got, oh, my camera's going everywhere here. Hang on a second, guys. We've got soup bowl cozies, tortilla potato bags, soup bowl cozies, dish drying mats, pillows on the bottom, and then we have tea towels, and we have rugs to go with everything as well. And I've just gone ahead and done that with all kinds of different color lines. So there's pinks and blues. Then if we come around to this side, we've got a whole stand full of jelly rolls, batting, tube makers that I'm going to sell. In behind here is all the rugs, piles and piles and piles of rugs. I think there's like 108 rugs that I've done already. There's the mandalas as well. So we do framed art that matches everything, and they kind of look like lace doilies. So that's super fun. It goes along with my little plan here. And just to give you guys, you know, an idea, this is the aisle that we're in right now. There's barely room for me to walk. But on the right-hand side, we've got the taupe section. So again, all the same products, you know, the cards, with love, congrats, mom, etc. Different colors of fridge magnets and potato bags, soup cozies, dish mats, etc. I'll show you a couple tea towels just so you can get an idea of what we do here for tea towels. They look like this. And I ran out of room on the bottom, so I put some Christmas details. They look like this. All different colors and patterns. More rugs, more rugs. We've got the black and yellow stand. Now, in the back here, I worked on this yesterday. We've now got pillows literally up to my ceiling. We've got the gray and white stand. We've got teal. And then we've got red and blue. And then, of course, we've got the whole huge stand of the Christmas cards. So that's on the selling side of the studio. Now, when we move back here, this is the side that I work on. You can see me on my own television screen. This is where I've been cutting the fabric, sewing machines all the way around, an embroidery machine. Of course, we need a computer. And then we've got the cupboards and storage side here. So, fun. So let's turn the camera back around and we're going to get back at it. But I think it's just a good way to get to know people too, of like, what do you actually do here? And the camera has gone completely wonky. Oh, can we get it back? Yes, we can. Tilt it down. Tilt it down. Oh, goodness sakes. Okay, you guys have got a little bit of my light there, but it's not too bad. I desperately hate this tripod. It is so annoying. You can't get anything straight on it. But we're working our butts off here, and that's life right now. That's life. What if I turned it? There we go. I literally hate this tripod. I can't stand it. You guys are so off kilter on my screen here. I don't even know how to fix it, which is weird because I used to be a photographer and this is the worst tripod I've ever seen in my entire life. In my entire life. And I'd like to take that light out of your face. There we go. That should be better. That should be better. Okay. So now I've got a whole bunch of cello bags, which is how I've done my sewing kits here for a while. And now I just need to figure out, because I haven't done this before, I might need to put like a cardboard backing into this one. We'll see. We're going to use cotton batting. 2 things of cotton batting, 2 things of Insulbrate batting, 2 things of linen, and we're just going to, or cotton muslin actually is what it is. We're just going to layer it in the order that it needs to be layered in, so that these look nice in the packaging is the goal. And I only need to do this 100 times, right? So it should be totally doable. Number 1. And I have a goal for how much money I want to take to the Christmas markets, and I'm going to be shy of it, but I'm doing pretty good. Okay, so that would be 1 layer. I'll show you guys up tight here. We've got cotton muslin, Insulbrite, Wrap and Zap batting, and the gray fabric. So we need to do that twice. One more time. And I think what I'll do once I get going here is I'll cut out everything that I need to be cut out, and then I will lay out all the pieces and then assemble them that way, so it goes super fast. Then now this one. Now I'm going to show you guys what I did. so you don't make the same, I don't know if it's a mistake, but I do remember from doing this before. When you cut the oven mitts, you have to cut some fabric the opposite direction because the thumb goes the opposite direction. You're picking up what I'm saying? So this one is one side of it, and this one, is that right? Or maybe I don't. Hang on a second. Maybe what I need to do actually is just do the layers opposite. Hey, that's a good idea. And then Insel Bright. And then batting. Oh my gosh, I figured it out. This is going to be way easier. And no, I didn't cut it the wrong way. Yay! Okay, that's what they're going to get in a sewing kit. Hello, Trinity. That's what they're going to get in a sewing kit. So this is going to be pretty much like 8 layers of fabric, 4 on each side. And then when you put your hand into that oven mitt and you pull something hot out of the oven, you shouldn't burn your hands. Okay, so that's what they're going to get. We need to put it into a bag. I'm not going to put any thread into this package. It's just going to be what it is. So hopefully this will fit into this bag. I did measure all of this stuff earlier, but you want it to look decent. This is going to work perfectly. Yay! This is going to work perfectly. Okay, so that's my bag, and I believe that's a 10 by 13 bag. Perfect. And then what I'm going to do is print off the QR code for the tutorial and all of my, branding and all that kind of stuff. And then we'll put it inside the bag, and then we'll seal the bag up. And then after we've got everything sealed up and ready to go, I'm going to put one of these hang tags on it, and it will hang up on my grid wall. Make sense? Make sense? Make sense? Okay, so that's one. We've got one. Not too bad. Once you get it figured out, it'll be okay. So let's do the gray up here. And we're just going to do the same process. It does look professional, doesn't it? That's why they pay me the big bucks. Not really, but we're doing okay. We're doing okay. I can do this 100 times. You know what I'm going to do? Oh my goodness, Trinity. I just read your comment. Trinity has just, okay, first of all, Kat says, everything looks so professional. Thank you, Kat. Then Trinity has said, last month she submitted a picture of her boy cat to a calendar to see if he might get on, and he won, and is for the month of December, and it's called Paw Prince Calendar, and he's laying in our sink. That's amazing. Way to go. That's so fun. So fun. Okay, let's do this in order. I want the Insel Bright to be, how do I want the Insel Bright to be? Which layer did I do the Insel Bright in on this one? I can't remember how I did it on my video. I kind of think that the Insel Bright should be on the outside, like as close to the outside as possible, so it reflects the heat. That's kind of how I'm feeling about this right now. Is there a right way and a wrong way for Insel Bright? Does anybody know? Let's do it that way, with the Insel Bright on the outside. Okay, now we're going to do another layer, and then the cotton batting, and then the Insulbrate, and then the oven mitt. I'm going to change that other one and do it that way. So the Insulbrate is near the outside of the oven mitt. What do you, okay, can you be more specific, Kat? Help me out. Help me out, help me out, help me out. Let's get it in the bag again. Make it all look pretty. Do. Switch these layers around. No right way and wrong way for Insulbrate. Okay, thank you. I'm like, what's she talking about? I want it as close to the outside as possible, I think. So it reflects the heat back and doesn't draw it in. And then the nice squishy side of the cotton on the inside of the oven mitt is what I have decided to do here. This is number two. Number two. Not too bad. What time is it? 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Maybe I should just leave my phone on and see how long it goes until it dies. But unfortunately, it's also Halloween, and I need to do some stuff for the kiddos in our neighborhood. So later on this evening, I'm going to go upstairs and hand out candy. And in between that, I've got a bunch of rugs I need to photograph and get on my website. So in between trick-or-treat people, I'm going to be loading stuff onto my website. Okay, so there's two. That's not too bad, right? All right. Let's do one more. Or we've got two more here in the gray. And then we're going to switch to that light gray. And it'll be fine. Okay, so we've got the inside, the batting, the Insulbrate, flip that over. Then we're going to do another layer of this. Thanks for working with me here, you guys, today. I know it's not that exciting right now because I just have to get my work done. But I feel like my members have been here for quite a while and they want to see what's going on. So I've showed you here today what is happening in my world. It's not really stuffing, Trinity. It's actually Wrap and Zap batting. We've got 36 people watching. Okay, was it yesterday was Thursday, right? So one of the viewers of this channel, I won't name her name because she might not want to be named, but she lives not that far away from me. And I had to drop my dog off at the groomer yesterday. And she just happened to have ordered some of the jelly roll batting. And so I messaged her and I'm like, hey, by the way, can I just bring that to you? Because I'm literally going to be down the street from you, dropping my dog off. So I ended up getting to meet one of the YouTube viewers of the channel. And wasn't that exciting? And she bought some batting from me. The 2.5 strip tubes that we use to make the jelly rolls. So that was kind of fun because I, hadn't met a viewer of the channel yet. So it was actually kind of fun. I dropped it off. We had a quick little visit. I met her dog. Her dog's adorable. Almost stole the dog because, me and dogs, I would like all the dogs. And yeah, it was kind of fun. So it took a little minute to have a little visit. And I don't know who else is watching here today, but there's links in the video description for all the stuff. There's links for the Accuquilt Studio machine, which I'm using to cut these out. If you need some fabric, I've got the connecting threads link to go in to buy fabric from Connecting Threads, but also I've got my discount code there. So if you're shopping from Connecting Threads and you use my discount code, you get 15% off all your orders. So that's kind of exciting. And then I'm going to be at the Saskatoon Farm Christmas Market. If you're in the Calgary area and you want 25% off your tickets, use code HOME Stitchery. So HOMESTITCHERY. No decor, just Home Stitchery at the checkout. And you get 25% off your admission. And if enough people use my code, I get my booth for free. I get my booth paid back, which is exciting as well. Okay, so you know what I forgot to do, you guys, is I forgot, like on these oven mitts, at the top you need a piece of binding and you need enough for a little loop here. So I cut some 2.5-inch strips because that's what you're going to need. But then what I should do is kind of measure how much of this 2.5-inch strip do they need to make the binding and the loop. And I think if I cut those strips, because these were cut with the fabric, I think if I cut those in half, they should have enough. Because you don't want to give out, you know, more than you need, but you definitely don't want to short people because they're going to get really mad. So if I was doing binding, I would need no, I'm going to give them the whole piece because I think they would be short just like an inch to get that loop in properly. So into the packages. Now I've got the dark color, and what I'm going to do is put the opposing fabric maybe down along the bottom so that they've got a nice little package there of the color that they need. I do not want to short anybody stuff, and people can sew these themselves. I don't know what I should, what am I going to price them at? I've got some single sets, and I could also do double. I think I'll just price them the same as I price my Soup Bowl Cozy kits. And I think my my single kits are $12.50 and my doubles are $25. That should be a good enough price. So if they're single kits, they'll be priced at $12.50. And if they get two, they'll be priced at $25. So this is 14.5, and one of these was cut wrong. This one is cut wrong, so I'll have to recut that one. But you can see how you could easily do this, right? You could easily make a business out of this. I'm going to cut one more of those just to get going before we change colors at the 14.5. I'm just cutting out what I need here because like I'm on live on YouTube. But if I wasn't live on YouTube, I would be cutting these like quick, right? I would cut out a whole entire pile, which is what I'm going to do later, and line everything up and just zip them off like nobody's business. 14.5. And I hope to get some of these actually sewn myself tomorrow. They're really quick to sew as well. All right. I got to make, what did you do? you went to a retreat earlier this year and got to meet a few of my favorite quilty YouTubers. Was nice to meet in person. That's exciting. Okay, have you guys heard the news about Mr. Crafty Pants? That's who I was referring to last week. What sad and disturbing news is that? Couldn't even believe it. Because as a YouTuber, of course, you know about other YouTubers, and you go and watch people, and you you take inspiration and stuff from them, right? Because you want to learn. And you're like, hey, what if I just did it like that person did it? You know, put your own flair on it, all that kind of stuff. It's terrible. Yeah. I mean, we don't have to say the exact words because we don't want to get kicked off of YouTube or anything like that. But I saw what he got charged with. And it's funny because I did preference it last week. I was like, somebody's in some big trouble here. And then I said to my husband, I'm like, I bet money that dude is done like dinner. Like it took, I checked on the weekend. I checked on Saturday. I checked on Sunday. He still had a YouTube channel. And I suspect because, YouTube maybe doesn't work on the weekends. But I clicked back on Monday morning and every single thing he had on YouTube was gone. And then I saw that TMZ actually got a statement from YouTube. And they said he violates pretty much every single policy that they have. And they've removed his channel. So can you imagine building yourself up to be a crafter of that magnitude and then doing something like that and having your whole entire income taken away? As it should be. I'm not saying it shouldn't be by any, no. I am not on his side. Do not misconstrue what I'm saying here. He definitely should be gone. But how freaking stupid can you be? Obviously pretty stupid. Sicko. Sicko, sicko, sicko. Okay, here is the light gray. Yeah, so he was, like one of the crafters that I watched, right? Because, you watch people. That's what you do on YouTube. You tune into people's channels. You just don't know what people are doing. So, I'm sure he's going to lose every single sponsor. Why? And gross. And what's wrong with you? All right. Let's do another oven mitt. So we've got, this is going to be the light gray. And then we're going to use the dark gray as the opposing fabric on it. So down with the Insulbrite. Now we're going to do the Pellon Wrap and Zap batting, which is also like 100% cotton. So we like 100% cotton. And then we'll do the lining fabric. Very pretty. I am so glad I decided to do this. This is actually quite relaxing after the extremely busy days that I've been having this last week. Yesterday, I basically got 80 pillow shams. Remember when I was going to make those pillow shams a couple of weeks ago? And I said, oh, I think I'll do like 40 pillow shams. No, that's not what happened. I did 80. I really did. In fact, I did 83, which I'm also glad I did. So it's going to be like Pillow Palooza at the markets this year. Pillow Palooza. And this one. Okay. So pretty. So pretty. What do you guys think of this? Now, which can you see? Such a nice, my face isn't important. It's like a gray, like leafy kind of fleck. Leafy kind of flecky thing. Once we're done this one, we'll do a couple soup bowl cozies here. Show you guys how those work. matches your nails. Funny. Yes, I like to have my nails done. My nails always break. It is such a treat to get my nails done. And I do feel like when I'm doing my YouTube videos, I don't want like all these little, you know, scraggly nail things going on. Doesn't look very nice. So, put that in there. I'll show you the different. You could actually mix and match your kits then too, right? Because you could have, like, instead of just putting 2 in a pack, if you're going to sell them, you know, basically the same price, you know, $12.50 for 1 or $25 for 2, then you could mix and match your sets. And what the heck do I care if you do? So there's the light and there's the dark. Very pretty. Very, 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 very pretty. This might be my favorite thing I've done in a while. And also, this morning, like while I was working, I was sleeving cards, like the cards that you see here. And just feeling a little, you know, dysregulated. I've been working a lot, very tired, blah, 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 all the things, not complaining. But I came in here this morning and I was like, taking, you know, some advice from people. Like, when do you get to be happy? And I was like, oh my gosh, I am so happy I get to do this for work. I am so freaking happy. This is my work. So I got a little Bailey's and coffee, and I had a little sing-along to some music, and just had a little, you know, shake it off, dance party kind of stuff. It was pretty fun. And just really, like, took a moment to, like, look around and go, holy crap, you did all that. You should be proud of yourself. And, you know, this is kind of cool that you get to work at home and do this and meet really cool people. So I just took a moment to appreciate what I got. And I'm glad I did, because it was fun. It doesn't have to be all stress all the time. It can be fun. All right, who's new to the channel? We got 16 people here. I know some girls just like to watch and craft, but if you want to get in on the fun, join the channel membership. We've got a huge members only giveaway valued at $835 now, which is massive. When we reach 150 paid members of the channel, we're going to do a draw of those girls and guys. And I think there's mostly girls here though. And we're going to send you off that huge gift pack. And I would like to reach 150 paid members before Christmas, because that would be an amazing Christmas gift for someone. I really think so. I think somebody's going to like it. Wouldn't that be awesome? So I think we're at 31 members. We had a member join the other day that wasn't like on a live. They joined after, which was kind of cool. Like the day after I had done a live, they came on and joined. And I was like, hey, what's happening here? And then I realized what had happened there. Okay, flip this one over. What have I done? I got too many of this and not one of these. Pay attention. There'll be a quiz later. The only thing is I can't fire myself, right? So I can't get fired if I mess something up. I can only just say, whoops, and then fix it for somebody. And I tell people that at the market too. I'm like, don't get mad. Don't Google, you know, go on Google and leave bad reviews for people like me. Just call me. Be like, you screwed something up. I'm like, I will fix it. I am sorry. That is not something I typically do. But nobody is perfect. Yeah, I can't get fired. You can't fire me. I guarantee when you're doing as much crafting as I'm doing, you're going to put something in a bag in the wrong order at some point. Like, there's just no two ways about it. And then somebody's going to go, what the heck? And I'm going to say, I will drive it over to your house because I screwed it up. And the people that are typically buying my stuff are, you know, local. And they're not going to be that far away from me that I'm not just going to literally drive over there and fix whatever I screwed up. Need a couple of these. Couple of these. You know, I don't get mad at myself anymore. I kind of have this, like, you know, the girlfriend that will tell you to get your head out of your butt? That's how I treat myself constantly. I'm like, is she really mad at me? Or is she just like, hey, lady, that was a dumb thing to do. And so that's kind of how I treat myself now. It's like I treat myself like my best friend telling me to get my head out of my butt. Okay, there's a light one. And then we actually need to cut more of the, what the heck is it called? Insulbrate. Because I have one more set of oven mitts here to do. And I don't have enough Insulbrite cut. So I would like to get this color finished. And I own this place so I can do what I want. So 14 and a half. Yeah, measure twice. I get it. I get it. And you try. But you know what? Nobody's perfect. So it will be okay. 14 and a half. I'm just chucking this paper off to the side because I want to recycle it. So it's on the floor over there. Don't mind me. I don't want to just throw out paper like that. And we're going to just cut this one real quick. I'm not even going to move the camera. I'll just cut this one without you. You don't get to see. You don't get to see unless you can see my butt. And then, you know, cheers. Okay, so we've got the Accuquilt Studio cutting machine. That's what we're cutting these with. And there are the oven mitts I just cut out. If you're just joining us, I don't know how many people are here. But hi, I'm Jolene. I'm from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. And I own Home Stitchery Decor. And today we are making 100 sewing kits. And I'm going to take these to my Christmas markets and sell the heck out of them next week. All of the sewing kits I also have tutorials here for on my channel. And we have the huge members only gift pack going on. If you want to join the channel membership, it is $2 a month to get in on the channel membership. You get early access to my content. You get members only discounts. You get members only prize packs. And you get discounts on my digital products that are members only discounts. I give discounts on my digital projects as well for my regular YouTube viewers, but the biggest stuff comes from, goes to my members, my channel members. Because why not? And we're going to build this massive community. We've got 8,200 subscribers. 8,200. Hi, Chelsea. Hello. You're not that late. Happy Halloween, everyone. Thank you, thank you. I added a huge thing to the gift price just a few minutes ago. I'll show you because, you know, we love you. This is one of our members, people. So we're going to show her what's in that gift pack. Actually, raise your hand if you guys didn't see what was in the gift pack. How many have we got here? 26? Got 26 viewers. We're putting together sewing kits to take to my Christmas markets. And I will show you here, Chelsea, what we've got. Maybe we'll just do it because we can. And then we're going to switch to, I don't know what, you guys can vote. soup bowl cozies or stocking kits. Might have to get some Christmas fabric out, but that shouldn't take long. Alrighty. I kind of want to flip this one over so they can't see the back where I caught it on the white, which it won't matter when they're done sewing, but you know, just for packaging. What do you mean kits? Okay, I'll show you what I mean by kits. So, on my channel here, I have all kinds of tutorials, right? Right? And therefore, I make up these sewing kits. Like this is an oven mitt. And I'm going to put all kinds of packaging on. And my QR code for the tutorial video. And my logo and all that kind of fun stuff. And then I've got it in this package. And then I've got these hang tags. And so I'll have those on the package as well. And they'll hang up on my grid wall is what they're going to do. So, as I explained to everybody earlier, I'll grab a sewing kit and show you here. I teach what I do here on my channel. So, people are going to learn whether I teach them or somebody else teaches them. So, not only do I sell the finished products. Hi, Karen. I do sew a lot, night and day. You're right. I do. You win. You win the prize. So when I'm at my Christmas market, there are people that are going to buy the finished product, but there's also people that want to craft and they're going to learn. Like they're going to learn from me or they're going to learn somewhere else. And I have all the tutorials on my channel. So I make up these sewing kits, like these are the Soup Bowl Cozy sewing kits, and I sell them at my market. And then I have them go to my YouTube channel to watch all the tutorials. Simple. So I double dip on what's going on at my Christmas market by having sewing kits available as well. That's what I do. So today I'm going to make 100 sewing kits. 100 before I go to bed tonight. Oh, we're missing something from this gift pack. When I showed it to you guys earlier. Hang on a second. I got it. Trinity will laugh because I'm leaving my office again. Going to my extra room. Where all the extra stuff is. My goodness, how did you forget this? Because I was moving stuff around so I could have more room. Okay, you guys, the members only gift pack is now at $835. The first thing that's super cool. Yeah, it is cool, isn't it? The first thing in the gift pack is this FAF quilting box. Let me get it open here. It has 2 quilting rulers, rotary cutter, rotary blades, 2 packs of needles. Then on the underside, it has a rotating cutting mat. Then we got a whole pile here of stuff, you guys. We've got, I'll just show you here. Oh, goodness sakes. We've got a coral floral pillow sham. Karen, I ship to Canada. Just so you know. You can go on my site and I ship to Canada. So if it's on my site, Soup Bowl Cozies are on my site already. The oven mitts aren't. Coral floral pillow sham. We've got 2 Christmas tea towels. You can go back and watch the lives for all of this yourself. We did these lives. We have 2 Christmas cards, Oh Holy Night and Merry Christmas. We've got a 9-pack of Christmas reindeer ornaments. So these are for your tree. I know where Saskatchewan is. Where are you from in Saskatchewan? We might have met. We've got a 4-pack of Soup Bowl Cozies in the coral floral as well. And you need to sew these yourselves, but don't worry, I gave you the tutorial. All of the tutorials are on the channel here. Then we have 2 packs of fridge magnets, 1 in Robert Kaufman fabric and 1 in just a black and white floral. Then we've got a jelly roll rug, a 20-strip jelly roll rug, which we also did a live for, and there's tons of tutorials on my channel for that. If you're going to make a jelly roll rug, you're going to need the fabric tube maker. So that's in the prize pack as well. Then we've got my book, which is the sponsor of today's video, From Zero to YouTuber. It is available on Amazon. It's by Jolene Airy. That's me. And this is a book will teach you exactly what I do here. Great Christmas gift if you know somebody who wants to start, scale their YouTube channel and make some income. Then we've got a set of reversible Robert Kaufman fabric Christmas placemats. And then in today's video, we've added, dun, da, da, this one's a heavy sucker, the stocking studio die from Accuquilt. So you need the studio die cutter, but once you have this stocking, you're going to want the die cutter. So I already own it. Here's a new one. We're going to include this. So the prize pack for members only is sitting at $835. When I turned on the video today, we had 31 paid members. We need 150 to trigger that draw. And once we have the 150, the draw will be like pretty instant. Somebody messaged me and be like, Jolene, oh my God, we have 150. If you can see how many members we have, got to hitch up my britches for that one. And then we're going to draw it, and you need to give me your address. I'm going to ship it off to you. Super cool. So you have to be a paid member of the channel. There's a join button at the top of your screen somewhere. You can go back to the main channel page. So like if you see where my channel icon is, go back to the main page, hit subscribe, but also hit the join button because you have to pay the $2 a month. Or you can follow the link in the video description and hit join from there. And it is super cool, isn't it? It is. It's awesome. I don't know where Gravelbourg is. But my family was from Caryville and Gainsborough, which is in the very, very, very southwest corner. Like you can't get any more southwest than Gainsborough on Highway 39. So anyway, yeah. Okay, so join the channel. How many subscribe? I think we have 31 now. Yay! My messenger's going off on my computer. Just ignore it. We don't need to talk. I don't know who Dan is. I don't know who Dan is, but he's messaging me. Okay, so let's have a look at these stockings. And I'm going to show you guys what I made for stockings. And then we'll get some Christmas fabric out and blah, blah, blah. We'll do the thing. So when I was looking for a tutorial. He could be a stalker. I don't think so. I think they're probably messaging me because I put out on her, like onto Facebook, like so many places yesterday to use my discount code to get into that Christmas market. So if you're in the Calgary area and you want to go to the Saskatoon Farm Christmas market, go and purchase your tickets, but use my code HOME Stitchery, all one word, lowercase, and you get a discount on the tickets. And then if I get enough people using my code, I actually earn my booth back. Yay. Okay, so here are the stockings, a couple that I made. And what I found when I was looking for a tutorial last year was I couldn't find anything with a lined fur trim stocking. So I made it myself and then came up, there's the lining in it. And then like came up with the whole system to do it, and I have a video tutorial for it on my channel, so you can watch the tutorial. And I tried to make them where they are not lined, and they just felt like crap. So lined with the cotton muslin and the fur trim, and I bought like pretty expensive fur trim, and these sold like hotcakes. And make sure you have a hang tag and all that kind of stuff on them. So that's what the stockings look like, and I sold quite a few of these last year. Pillow shems back in the day were such a grandma thing. Now everybody wants them. Yeah, everybody wants this. So this is, goodness sakes, this is the die that you need for it. And essentially, for my pattern, I didn't use this because I was using the fur trim, like this big thing up top, because I wanted to put the fur trim on it. So I did that separately, which is fine. but I cut out my fabric on this section here. So everybody clear on that? And then we have soup bowl cozy kits. Do you want, I don't want to make a stocking kit right now because I don't want to change out what I'm doing, but I will make soup bowl cozy kits because the stocking is going to be a little bit more work than I want to do on this live, and I want to get 100 kits done today. 100. That's crazy. So, but the soup bowl cozy one, I should be able to switch out pretty quickly. So the soup bowl cozy kit, die looks like this. It's also from Accuquilt. Are we going to make a stocking before Christmas? Nope. But I have a tutorial on it on my channel. So like the short form tutorial, I'm just not going to do a live for it. I've run out of time. Girl, you have no idea. I ran out of time. I got no more time. None whatsoever. But these are all Accuquilt dies, you guys. As simple projects. You could have a whole Christmas booth with oven mitts. Like, why not? You could have a whole Christmas booth just with the soup bowl cozy dies. So the soup bowl cozy die and the oven mitt die, they don't come in studio. They only come in the regular thickness. So you do need to have the adapter if you're going to use the studio cutting machine. Otherwise, get yourself the Go Big or the Go Electric or whatever that one is, and you'll be fine. And I don't want to use that cutter. So I'm going to pick up stuff that I dropped on the floor. Why not drop some stuff on the floor? I need, oh, here's the mat for it. Here's the mat that we're going to cut it with. So a different mat. Get out some of this extra crapola. I have some, I thought I had some oh, I do. I have some batting cut out already. Looks like this. Once we've got it cut, I'm using Pelon Wrap and Zap batting. The most inexpensive place I found to buy it is on Amazon, and you can buy like a 9-yard bolt of it. And then we're going to use 100% quilt cotton. And I know for sure I don't have any sewing kits in this fabric, which we all love, the coral floral fabric. So we'll cut out some here. These need to be at 10 inches. And then I'll show you how to cut them on the machine. Super easy, super quick. And in my soup bowl cozy kits, I put some extras in it. So because these have to be, everything in it needs to be 100% cotton. So I include some stuff here. I'll show you in a minute. So cut it at 10 inches. Grab an opposing color. And I don't have the color that I want, so I will be right back for my storage closet. Which is funny because it's like, you can just go and do whatever you want. You should always store it in your adjacent laundry room. Pro tip. Pro tip. Ta-da! It was next door. Okay, so this is the one that I'm going to do just because I like it. All right. So we'll get this cut 10 inches. So today we added $250 to that gift price because that is how much, that's Canadian dollars, you guys. That is how much that stocking die is. $250. And I just so happen to have a second one. So, gifted. Why not? Put this off to the side. All right, I'm just going to swing my camera over a little bit so you guys can see what we're cutting with. We've got the Accuquilt Studio machine here. We've got the metal tray. We've got the white plastic adapter. We've got the Soup Cozy die. And I've cut my fabric with the fabric at 10 inches. So I'm going to fold it in half, just like this. Pretty freaking easy. Keep my selvage edge up on the top because we don't need that. Place the fabric down on the die. Get it lined up as best you possibly can. I've got it a little off kilter here, so I got to fix it. If anybody's going to be a little off kilter, it'll probably be me. No shame. And line it up. Make sure it's got all four sides are good to go. We've got the plastic that we need for the top of it. Set that down. I am not left-handed. I do find it easier to go the other direction. Hang on, this is not working for me. Just because it doesn't want to feed through. All right, let's try it like this. There we go. I like the hand crank because there's nothing can break with it. So now I've used my die so many times that I'm going to have some little threads here, and I'm okay with that. Excuse me. This die doesn't owe me a penny. And so you just go through, don't pull on them because you're going to mess it up. Go through and clip off your little ends as best you can. Mine are kind of falling on the floor everywhere, but that's okay. Clean it up later. There's another one. Don't pull because it'll leave a little white thread going through it. And I've used that die so many times that, like I say, it doesn't owe me a penny, and if it leaves a couple of threads, that's not my biggest problem in the world. Okay, so there is the green. And we're going to grab the coral color now. I feel like every time I get on TV, either my hair is in my face or my nose is itching from the batting. All right, here is the coral floral that we're going to use. And so we've cut that 10 inches width of fabric. Again, folded in half perfectly. We've got the Accuquilt Studio Maker here. And the link for this is in the video description, you guys. So is the link to get into Connecting Threads, plus my discount code for Connecting Threads. So if you need some fabric, use my discount code and you get 15% off. All right, put everything together. Put your mat down. Okay, I got it this time. And then roll this through. And I would cut out, when I make soup bowl cozies, I cut out like at least 40 at a time in each color. And sometimes I cut out 60 to 100 depending on the color, just because it's so, how many sell at my Christmas markets. I would rather batch sew than go back and forth on colors. So some days it feels like you don't get much done because you're only sewing one thing of one color. But then when you add it up at the end of the year, how much stuff I'm going into markets in with is crazy. So you just sit down and do it. Like I said earlier, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time, right? All right. So these are the two opposing colors that we're going to use for this. Okay, and I turn the camera so you guys can see. We're going to put them together as a kit. This will be available on my website here right away too. I ship to Canada. Right now I'm not shipping, you guys, to the United States. The tariffs are one thing, but just the whole how we get things shipped there, it's absolutely crazy. I shipped a rug last week or 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago now. And it cost me $53 to ship the rug. Crazy. Just because of all the problems we're having here with the tariffs and the regulations, and now all of our shippers have decided they're going to gouge everybody, which is a total tick off, if you know what I mean. Okay, so Soup Bowl Cozy Kits. We'll finish up the live off of these four. But Soup Bowl Cozy Kits, I went ahead earlier this year and I bought a boatload of cotton thread. So different colors of cotton thread. And I'm going to include the cotton thread with the Soup Bowl Cozy Sewing Kit because the whole project must be done with cotton. So they're going to get the thread included in those kits. And then the other thing they're going to get is a set of chopsticks. You need to be able to turn that Soup Bowl Cozy inside out, and then you got to like pokey out the corners so that you can sew it. And I thought, what an inexpensive way of adding some value to the kit is to put it a set of chopsticks, and then if you were like making ramen or something afterwards, you could actually use those chopsticks and eat ramen noodles or whatever you want out of that. So then, how do I put these together? These ones I know pretty quick. They're I'll sell these in a set of 2, I think, for this. So I'm gonna line up the fabric on top of the batting, and I fold it in half. And I'm showing you guys, you can do this. You can go buy an Accuquilt studio machine. You can make Soup Bowl Cozy Kits until you're blue in the face and take them to a craft market and sell them. Literally, sell them. You'll be fine. There's an estimated 84 million crafters in North America, and we've got 8,000 watching my channel, which is amazing. Thank you so much for being here. And if I can do this, you can too. And I can't sell this stuff to everybody, so go do it yourself. And have some fun while you're doing it. So the pack-in for my first Christmas market is next Wednesday, the 5th of November. The kits, I sell them. I had one here. You get 2 in a kit. 2 in a kit for $25, and I sell them finished for $15 each. So it's actually cheaper for you to buy a kit and do it yourself than it is to buy my finished ones. But the trick is, it's a trick, right? I'm tricking everybody. Not tricking. I put the QR code for my tutorial on the kit. So I don't give them a printed pattern or anything. Becky, we're making sewing kits. So right now we're on Soup Bowl Cozy Sewing Kits. I have this huge craft business. I'm going to Christmas markets next week. I need to take a whole bunch of products. So we're making sewing kits. So far we did oven mitt kits, and now we've moved on to Soup Bowl Cozy Kits. And Becky, we have a huge... How many different kits do I sell? Okay, so right now on my website, I only have the Soup Bowl Cozy kits, but that's because I didn't have tutorials for anything else. Although I did last year, I did have the stocking tutorial. So we're going to have stocking sewing kits, Soup Bowl Cozy sewing kits, and oven mitt sewing kits this year. Yeah. I say if I can't glue it, I can't do it. That's hilarious. Okay, this lady, Sandra, if you can't see the comments, she said, if I can't glue it, I can't do it, which is hilarious. Oh, that's funny. Well, this might not be the channel for you because we do a lot of sewing here, but that's pretty funny. Anyway, will I be going, can we use the same thing, or can we do the same thing but use your QR code for the video? Yes. Email me and we'll figure it out. Are you going to do it? Do you have the... That's a great question though, Chelsea. Isn't that a great question? Here's what I've been thinking, just like off the top of my head. Because I know some of you girls, like here's the thing, when I get super tired, I get super twitchy. So don't mind me rubbing my face and moving my hair and stuff. I think it's like how I activate my brain. It's an idea. Yeah, it is an idea. So what I've been thinking is, I don't know, like how much crafting some of you girls want to do, where we could do like you buy into my business or coaching or something like that, something like a franchising thing. I've been thinking about that, because it's like, how many people would benefit from just doing some of this and get ahead quicker if they had you know, some way to resource back to it, right? Just an idea. We should think about this. And will I be going live at the market? I don't think so. I've thought about this live thing at the market. Here's the issue I have. I have an issue with this. Yeah, you to the American labor. Okay, here's my issue with going live at the market. First of all, the Wi-Fi is terrible out there. And if I'm on it, or I'm like even on their cell network, not even using the Wi-Fi, it takes away from the bandwidth that's out there. And I know they've had to buy like several boosters, because this is like kind of down in the valley through some hills, So there's not a lot of like cell service out there. And if I'm doing a live, that means I could be taking away from somebody else making a sale, right? Like actually using their cash machine. So that's one issue with it. I might go live while I'm setting up my booth though. Then my other issue with it is, if I'm live and, you know, people are coming through the market, there's families with children there. And I take issue with people doing anything shitty to children. Oh, I shouldn't have said that, because anyway, we'll bleep that out. But you know what I mean? Like, there's enough crap going on with kids these days, and I don't really want to be like contributing to somebody like watching kids on the internet because I did a live stream. Do you know what I mean? You hear what I'm saying? I think it's kind of, people are jerks. And I don't want to contribute to the jerkiness of society. Sad, but true. Okay, so we're going to grab, I'm not going to do all the rest of the packaging. I'll just put the product in. But I have these pre-printed already. And then I have like my labels. And I have the SKU for this already for this particular one. But basically, we're going to put them into the packaging. And so we just layer it back and forth, different colors. Yeah, you know, you don't, I'm cautious. Would you want to be going to a market and unknowingly be filmed and put onto a YouTube channel? Like, who would be okay with that? I don't know anybody that would be okay with that. Like, if I had kids, I don't have children, but if I had kids, I don't think I would be okay with that in this time and place of the world. So we're doing what we can here. But I would expect if somebody was going to put my kid onto YouTube that I should have some say in that. That's what I think. I'm not there. I don't think there are privacy protections either like that in Canada. Like, I don't think it's against the law in a public setting to film things and put it out. I don't think that there is. I just don't want to contribute to it. I don't want to be the source of somebody else's anxiety. Yeah, I just don't want to. I don't want to at all. Yeah, Connie, that's the answer to my question, right? That's what you're answering there. Would you be okay with that? Yeah, I don't think people would be okay with that. All right, so this is what I've done. This is the back of the plastic bag. And of course, this flap, there's a little sticker thing. You're going to peel that off and it will fold over. So on the back, it looks like this. I put the predominant color first, and then I've just alternated the colors. Now, when I turn it over, the predominant color is going to have the most showcase on the bottom of the packaging. Just like this. Get it? Then, in order to get my other stuff to stay on there, I got some, I've done these before, can you tell? I had some tape. And so I got tape and I took a little piece of tape off and I got myself a set of chopsticks. Ta-da, like this. I put the piece of tape on it. And now I'm going to slide the chopsticks into the front of the bag with the tape down. And that way my chopsticks aren't getting lost in the packaging anywhere. And then I've got a roll of thread that I can put in there as well. Or, a spool of thread. So that's what it's going to look like when it's done. And then I just put my branding and the price tags and all that kind of stuff on there, right? So we'll do that one more time. And then, of course, once I've got all of these packaged up, I'll get all my stickers out and just do like a plow through all the stickers and stuff. I might even be able to take the stickers upstairs tonight and do this while I'm sitting on the couch and handing out Halloween candy to some kids. So we'll try to do that. Perfect. All right, so you get a set of 2 soup bowl cozies. I don't have this color online yet, but I do have other colors and I do ship to Canada. We're not shipping to the States. You guys are causing us Canadians issues. You're being a problem. Nobody fight on the channel. Please and thank you. We don't need any drama. Like, oh my goodness, you have nothing better to do than cause drama on a sewing channel, right? It's just a fact of life. Shipping is hard right now, and they're going to figure out these tariff things one of these days. Okay, so again, predominant color first, then the opposing color. Pretty simple. A little fussy to get it kind of lined up so they stay neat. But I do like the consistency of having the same bags for each product. And that way they're going to hang up really nicely on my grid wall. And hopefully, because I've got more sewing kits this year, I'll get more people watching my YouTube channel and more paid members of the YouTube channel, which is $2 a month if you're interested and are just joining us. And the bigger we grow, the bigger these prize giveaways are going to get. That's just the way it is. All right. We got those packaged. Grab our little chopsticks again. Little piece of tape. And if you put the chopsticks in at the angle, you can kind of half hold up the spool of thread with that as well. And I'm using a Gutermann 100% cotton thread with these kits. I'm not going to seal this. You know what I was going to do? Is actually, instead of having, and I just remembered I was going to do this, instead of having just the QR code on the back of the bag, I'm actually going to print this same thing off on a sheet of paper and actually put it in the packaging. And then people can toss out the bag, but they will always be able to keep the QR code with the tutorial on it. So I was going to change that up this year. So here's the back and here is the front. So yes, I'm going to print up a piece of paper and I'll slide it in on the back. And I thought of that earlier. I was like, oh, you know, I was last night actually, I thought of that. I have these bags, right? And here's the QR code and all the directions and everything. And this is a big sticky label that I've been sticking to the back of the bag. But then people have to keep the whole bag in order to keep the QR code. Nobody's going to do that. And I want them to come back to my channel repeatedly. So I'm going to print them out just like on a piece of paper, or maybe like some shinier paper, and put them in the bag. And then they'll always be able to keep the, oh, where did I get that? Where's the pattern for that soup bowl kit? There's a QR code, and be able to come back to it. Make sense? All right. Well, I think that's going to be it for today's tutorial, for today's live. I think it's a good idea. I really do. I think I'm, you know, you do things and then you're like, wait a second. Have I missed an opportunity? How could I do this better? Because I'm not perfect. And I really want to, you know, keep improving my stuff. So to recap, if you're just joining us here, we did oven mitt sewing kits. You've thought of everything. I've learned so much. Thank you. You're welcome. I mean, I'm still learning too, right? I'm like, hey, wait a second. I can be mean to myself, right? Wait a second, dumbass. They're going to throw the bag out and then you've lost your opportunity to get them on your YouTube channel. What a silly thing to do. Crazy. Yeah, I get better ideas after the fact. Look at me, I'm all covered in lint and everything. Whatever. So join the channel if you haven't already. It's $2 a month. The giveaway is at $835. When we hit 150 paid members of the channel, we're going to do that huge draw. And you are going to receive this monstrosity, which is the Accuquilt stocking die. And the oven mitt, the soup bowl cozies, and the stocking, I have tutorials on my channel already. So even if you don't have the dies and you want to cut them out yourselves, you can, you know, download patterns from someplace else, or trace an oven mitt of your own and make it through that. But just go ahead and watch those tutorials. And when I put out new content, members, if you can watch, even if you've seen the lives on it, can you watch the new videos like from start to finish and leave a comment and all that kind of stuff? Just helps the videos get seen. If you go to my videos and you only watch 1 minute, what happens is it tells YouTube I'm no good and people are leaving. Wah wah. So members, please, every new video I put out, please watch all the way through, even those short little tutorials. That really does help the channel grow. Leave some comments, all that kind of fun stuff. And as we get bigger and bigger, we're definitely not going to do what Mr. Crafty Pants has been accused of doing. And we're going to have some fun and do some giveaways and all that kind of fun stuff. So more fun. More fun, more fun. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do any more lives before I go to craft markets. And if I do, you're going to see me sewing a rug, because that's basically all I've got left to do is sew a bunch of rugs if I can get them done. But today's job is going to make as many sewing kits as possible. And I think we got like 8 done, and I want to have 100 done before I go to bed tonight. So shouldn't be that hard if I get my button gear. Anybody have any questions? And yeah, fun. I look like crap, don't I? I haven't slept very much. First we were sick, then I was busy. I kind of look like I need to go to bed and have a big old nap. But it's not happening until about the middle of December. So yeah. Okay, you guys, you can go back and watch the lives. I've got some great ideas here. I'm not sick anymore, don't worry about it. I just need a nap. Great ideas for making sewing kits to take to your craft markets. And we use the Accuquilt Studio machine. The link is in the video description. If you need a deal on fabric, my connecting threads link is in the video description. And my code for connecting threads is also there. And you get 15% off your order when you use my code. And if you want to sell this kind of stuff and you want to use Shopify, I put that link in there as well. And don't forget, today's video is brought to you, sponsored by me and my book, From Zero to YouTuber, available on Amazon. If you want to start, grow, and scale your own YouTube business, this is the book is going to teach you how to do it. It's available on Amazon right now. I put a link in the video description. Go grab it. Makes a great Christmas gift. I don't know what else to tell you. I'm going to go and make a whole bunch of sewing kits. I think it's what I'm going to do. Maybe have another decaf coffee because I don't do caffeine. And have a good weekend, everyone. If I can come back this weekend with a live of me just sewing and chatting, we'll probably get that done. But otherwise, I'm going to be at Christmas markets. It's going to be insane for a couple of weeks around here, so I might not get back to do lives. But I appreciate you. Tell somebody else about the channel. Make sure you join the channel membership to get in on that huge draw, 150 paid members. Karen, you're already a member. You got a little icon next to your name. So you already joined. You must have. When did you join? Last week, I think, wasn't it? But you've got one of our icons next to your name, and that means you're already a paid member of the channel. Thanks, Karen. You're already there. Maybe you're watching another YouTuber and you forgot what you were doing, but yeah, you're already a member. You've already paid your $2 a month. So when we reach 150 paid members of the channel, that's when we're going to do that draw. I would like to give it away before Christmas time. It's worth $835. It's quite crazy bananas. And disclaimer, YouTube has nothing to do with it. They don't care. They're not promoting it. They're not affiliated with it. They're not monitoring it, all those kind of fun things. It's just me. So if you got complaints, I'll give you a fake address you can file your complaint with. You can tell me your complaints. I'll listen, but mostly people don't have complaints here. I mean, why would you? We're just sewing and giving things away, and it's fun. Yeah, so Karen, you're already joined. I got big fuzzies here all over myself. Crazy, crazy, crazy times. All right, you guys, leave some hearts on the way out the door for the channel, please, and thank you. Rip It and Sew On. Hi, Rip It and Sew On. We're just finishing up this live. We made sewing kits today, and we're going to make some more. But I'm done for today. I'm going to go, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon where I am, and that means the kiddos will be out in the next couple of hours to get some Halloween candy. So I'm going to get going on this project, and then I'm going to get my butt upstairs with something to eat, and I'm going to sit on my couch and do something crafty, and then hand out some Halloween candy to some little kitties. Perfect. Yeah, you joined. I'm so enjoying you. I'm so enjoying you guys being here. Missed it, Chuckles. You're okay. Rip It and Sew On. Join the channel if you want. It's do we have time? Should we do the channel membership again? Rip It and Sew On. Do you want to see what's in the channel membership giveaway prize? We could do it really quick if you wanted to. Say yes if you want to. Oh, look on replay. Happy Halloween. Yay! Okay, bye you guys. Have a great night. Go hand out some candy for your little kiddos or cans of soup or potatoes or whatever you want to trick them with. And have a great night. Go do something in your community. Please and thank you. If we all participate, it makes the world a better place. Bye.